Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me again, just doing this, well, you know the drill. Anyway, just wanted to, I downloaded some new pictures from European Space Agency and NASA. Got some really nice shots of the, from the, rover, showing, well, we got false color and true color side by side. And, you know, you decide for yourself what you think. But there's some other shots I have here, you know. I got all kinds of neat stuff, so let's check it out. And I'm not really happy with ESA. Some of their stuff looks not so great. So let's do this. Let's do it. Ha 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 ha. There's from ESA, European Space Agency. Just a black and white image. The dark area as well, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, the basin looks possibly like it was full of water at one point, because you can see right here where rivers flowed in. So let's go back a little bit here. And there's a color image. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Another basin, but it looks like there's a little bit of life down there, down all the way down in the middle here. Oh boy, these images are very tough to orient because of the well, so-called high resolution of them. So when I try to adjust them, it's a little tough. So just bear with me. I have to lift the camera here so you can see it. Alright. Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. Let's move on here. Got another photo. If it'll ever zoom in. And again here we can see evidence of water flow, which probably, you know, whatever struck Mars blasted the water right off this planet. Well, maybe it didn't even blast it off. Maybe the atmosphere was partially blasted off. And what happened is a lot of the water evaporated, rethickening the atmosphere. Hence why when you even look at through a telescope, it's got that hazy, white, bluish look to it, even more than Earth, really, when you think about it, in some cases. But, you know, we don't know for sure, but something definitely happened on Mars that blasted a lot of this water off the surface. Some of it probably went underground, too. Now here's a crater with a lake, and that they do admit that this is off of NASA, by the way. They admit that is a lake of water. Guess they have special equipment from space that can detect that. These things are very slow to respond to my movement here. But as you can see some snow on the ground there, which means it had to have precipitated for this to even be the case. So let's move on. More evidence of a lot of water action. Let's keep going. Now here's the face. I'm debating with some people about its artificiality or just a natural. But this is actually from another angle than the one I have before. And these are just from the Viking original images. And I'm sorry, but I think I've listened to Dr. Tom Van Flandern discuss it and how NASA comes up with their cat box scratch image. So I tend to believe that it's more artificial, but I'm not saying it's aliens either. So that's the crappiest photo I ever saw. Here's the North Pole, black and white, but again, to me it looks some like painted artist crap. It doesn't look real to me. Same with this, compared to my other pictures I have of the North Pole. It just looks fake to me. Doesn't have that real look to it like the couple of previous photos. Now here is Earth and the Moon from Mars. I guess one of the orbiters. I'm not sure which orbiter it is that took this picture. There's another picture of it I'll punch up right here. Pretty neat.
As I
That's what they look.
to perform the symphony, there are hundreds of people involved in the performance. The concerts become cultural events. In Montreal,
Here is where the Phoenix lander would land if it was basically an Earth equivalent, which would be basically northern Alaska. But as far as angle of the sun, it would actually be slightly south because Mars's tilt is 25.1 degrees compared to our 23.5. So the actual angle that the sun is higher in the sky on Mars than it is here on Earth in the seasons. And yes, Mars has seasons just like we do. 4 seasons, and they last almost twice as long as ours. This is hard to make out, but that's the Phoenix lander parachuting down. Of course, the background of the planet, you wonder why it's all blatted out like that. You can see the parachute and the lander going down through, but of course they seem to have blotted out the real ground. Oh well. And that's supposed to be Phoenix on the ground. Again, really blurry. With the technology you know they have for photography, well, I'm sorry. It's really inexcusable. Now we're going to move on to, here's Phoenix lander. Sitting on the surface. Black and white picture, of course. Here's underneath the lander, possible snow and ice, and even NASA says the same thing. They actually admit to it. Because what their samples actually turned up water ice, not H2 or not CO2 ice. And you got to really think about it. If Mars only had 1% of the atmosphere of Earth, there wouldn't even be ice caps because the sun would burn it away. After all these years, with no atmosphere to protect, whether it be even water ice or carbon dioxide ice, the sun would burn those ice caps off in no time because it's 200 degrees below zero at night, but it's 200 degrees above zero during the day. And you wonder what this is. This is supposed to be stuff moving in the wind. I'm wondering if it's snow, because that's really pretty weird. But anyway, you just wouldn't have the ice caps or the clouds or any of this stuff. And here we have one of the orbiters that are just using some color imaging to locate different minerals and things like that. You know, is what they do, the normal things they do. And here is a supposedly frost forming on a mirror, which is there's a little thingy there that I have in another clip here, which I'll come up to. It's blowing in the wind, but that's supposedly frost. But for you to have frost, that means there's moisture in the air and you have dew, which means you have to have a dew point. Here's from the Phoenix lander, we got a dust devil. See that? Yeah, there she goes, baby. Let's keep going here. Got quite a long clip here. There's some more clouds drifting in the atmosphere of Mars. Now, this is not the exact photo I had before, but similar. Basically from the same place, same lander, taking the pic. But you can see the clouds moving across. I can't really zoom it in because it's a very low resolution picture. Watch, when I zoom it in, it, kind of stinks. You can see the clouds, though. Guess it's good enough for that. Let's move on to the next. There's that thingy blowing in the wind. Yeah! 200 miles an hour wind wouldn't blow me over, but I guess a slight breeze will do this to this little thing, Okay, NASA in your 1% atmosphere. I don't believe you. Yeah, we'll come back to this image. I want to show you blue skies on Mars. Let's go. There's some frost from where the Phoenix scooped. Again, frost requires dew. Ooh. Super resolution. Kind of looks foggy. Victoria Crater. So-called true color image. So-called false color image. So-called false color image. We'll get back to that again. This is really, really, really awesome too. Here we go. So-called false color. Now, I'll say this to a degree, maybe. This in here and all that, I believe they just redded it up a little bit. They turn the color up. It's just like you could do on your TV or whatever. It's the true color, but just a little bit enhanced. You get the blue sky in the background. But I'll show you some more shots that are definitely just regular natural color shots. Now this is, of course, what the official true color is. Bull crap. Official false color. But I think it's true. Official false color. Zoom in. Everything looks the same color. Come on, man. You can tell they doctored this up. Now we'll look at the official false color, which I believe is true. And what you have is this this blue color that you have on the ground. I believe is clay of some sort from a leftover, evidence of a large amount of water that it might have existed. That was basically disappeared from the surface for the most part, because Mars appeared to be an oceanic planet at one point. Oh no, this is the one that says super resolution. That's too funny. Let's see what's so super resolution about that. It looks like a bunch of blurry crap. Anyway, let's move on. Ooh, look at that. Now remember, when I zoom in on these things, stand back a bit and you'll actually have a clearer view of it. It will clear up. Official true color, people. Official true color. Now, let's go to official false. Wow. Pretty weird, huh? Blue skies shining on me. Nothing but blue skies. Did I see? Here's another shot. Official false color. Official true color. Alrighty. Tell us another one. That'll end this transmission for now because I don't want this video to get too long. Love you all. Peace out.